Welcome everybody. Give a few minutes here for people to join up. Dennis, what's good, brother? Aslan, how are you? Yoga, hello. Hi, everybody out there. Gonna be working on a Chameleon Ti this morning and thought I would stream and see if anybody wanted to chat while I'm doing it. Jamie says you're building too. Man, you're welcome to watch, brother. This one's from the very beginning here. I've not even done a single thing to it, so we're gonna start with putting our ESCs on the arms. See one thing here. See, the chat is working. Reload it here, you guys. Bear with me 1 minute. Well, I see it's working on one portion, but I'm not seeing it on the screen. Whatever. Not the end of the world. We'll just go on without it. So, first thing I'm going to do is put some ESCs on the arms. What's going on, Edie? How are you? Yeah, I can go over a quick parts listing. Got the Chameleon Ti frame, of course. Got Cobra 2450 kV 2207 motors on there. We're going to be using the CL Racing F4S version 1.5 flight controller. I've got the SpedX 25 amp ES25 ESCs. Going to be running the Unify 5 volt and crossfire for the control link. If that helps you, Dane. These are just Cobra motors. They're not really branded any particular person or so to speak. Music too loud. Thanks for that. I'll turn it down just a touch. Bear with me here. Let me know how that is. Tell me if that's a little bit better for the music level, guys. Dane, I've ran these Cobra motors for quite a while, and I've got a set that I've been running over a year on one of my older quads. I can highly recommend the Cobra 2450 CP Champion line motors. They've been very reliable for me, very good motors. Yeah, I've heard good thongs too, Kelly. Guys, bear with me here for just a second. I'm getting my double-sided tape cut. Yeah, I had a good luck with FRsky ESCs as well. Dane, I've had really good luck out of them. I cannot say a single bad thing for sure about the Cobras. They're very durable. You guys let me know if that music level is a little bit better now. What's going on, Drone Review? How are you, brother? Apologize about the chat not working for some reason, guys. Trying to see why not.
If you're like me, then you like to get done. So, when I need to grow my business, I use Fiverr.
Got him on.
I found a designer for my logo, a programmer for my website.
I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna keep. I keep seeing all you guys chatting, so I'm just gonna go with it.
There are tons of talented freelancers and over 100
Same old snow and windy makes me sad. I hear you. It's been raining here for 2 days, and it looks like it's supposed to rain this week, which is not great for flying, obviously, but it's okay for building and repairs.
This guy's got expert written all over him. 5 stars and all. He's got solid work samples, and the price is great. And if speed's your thing, this guy can get the job done fast. Awesome. Now just adding some extra details so your freelancer understands your
got our
vision.
ESC in place. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a zip tie around it just to keep it good and snug while I'm soldering to it and stuff. You can always cut it off and fix later.
Stop dreaming and find your freelancer at Fiverr.com.
Six days, Nerdcopter. Man, sorry to hear you've had rain for 6 days. Hope that clears up for you soon. I wish rain on anybody. Not in this hobby. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. What's going on, Do4? How are you, brother? Dane, it's going to be a Foxier Predator camera. Good call. I forgot to actually may have to pull that out of one of my other quads in this instance. I'm not sure if I've got any new ones in stock still or not. I've built a lot of quads this past week. But I've got a quad that I built and then ended up having to pull the Unify out of for a customer, so I probably can. It's got a brand new camera in it, so I'll probably just pull the Foxier Predator out of that build. Soldering iron going here. Hey RD, how are you, brother? Always good to see you, Ryan. Nice to have you with us. Nerdcopter, man, when's that rain gonna let up? Any idea? Some of my Burnleys. This old school tin of flux I found. It's flux paste. Freaking like gotta be like 50 years old or something. But it's chock full and still working, so I'm gonna use it. Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands. Hey, what's up, the FPV Live? Dennis, how are you? Yeah, I hear you on the Scraggle. I love the camera's colors, but not so great on the Scraggle. I agree with you there. We'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. Flux going, wires tinned up here. We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, heads tinned up. Solder our first motor on here. Just going to get a little alcohol to clean up the flux here. Yeah, the FPV Life, we are working on moving soon to a new house. Hopefully, it's been a long process. I had to have an old home demolished on the property that I inherited, and now we're working on getting a new home moved to that property. It's been a long, hard road. It's taken a lot of work and a lot of money. But it looks like we're going to be in there hopefully by the first of the year. Yes, the music is license free. Black Sheep. No stress. It's a no copyright sound music, so we should be fine. I'll bring the level down a little bit more though, if that helps you guys. What's up, Joe Stan? How are you? Dennis, are you having trouble hearing me, bro? Probably come down one more notch, Dennis. Okay, I'll bring it down one more little bit. Trappy, I'm hitting the chat. It looks like Restream's a little bit, maybe they've done an update or something since the last time I used it. But, bear with me, guys. I'm just working on trying to get this chat fixed. See, a little bit better now. Probably come down one more notch. I took it down one more notch, Dennis. Let me know if that's good. Got our positive and negative to length here. little bit of flux. Let's see. Joe, I'm streaming on, let's see, my YouTube channel, the Team Black Sheep YouTube channel, and the Facebook, on the Facebooks as well, Joe. Pin up these pads. Okay, got the positive and the negative from the ESC on. Who loves Linux? What's up, John? How are you? Oh, hey, says Joe. How's everybody doing out there? Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything. Right now I'm just working on wiring up the motor 1 positive signal lead and negative signal lead. Cannot stand non-silicone wires. Okay, one ESC is installed. What's going on, Neon? How are you? What's up? I'm building a TI with Cobra motors, CL Racing F4 flight controller, and of course TBS goodies. TBS Unify, TBS Crossfire, always. What's going on, MC's Creations? How are you, brother? Good to see you. A lot of good old familiar faces in here. Glad to see all you guys around. Hope you're having a good Tuesday morning. I'm trying to myself. Flying crossfire in the woods like under a canopy. Will it extend my range from a standard RX? Well, yeah, Dennis. I mean, it's going to extend your range regardless. Compared to a standard FRsky link, that's for sure. I wouldn't say that it necessarily matters that you're under a canopy or not. I'm probably not the best person to speak on it, but I know I have flown mine under canopy for a good distance out of line of sight, out of my line of sight. Of course, my spotter could still see, but you know, it was out of my line of sight. But yeah, they definitely work well underneath tree canopy for sure. Oh, Joe, you got those new Armattan SS motors. You'll have to let us know how those are. I'm jealous. Tell us the details, Joe. Are the SS motors nice? They look really nice. What's going on, Noid? How are you? You guys don't mind me here. Ah, RD has the SS motors too. Man, you guys are on it. Quick on the draw. I didn't even know we had new motors coming out until I saw the announcement. Smooth. As soon as it stops raining, you're going to do a review. Nice. We'll look forward to that, Joe. Do you guys all save your little motor wires? Am I like the only person that saves the motor wires for a rainy day, or like I guess one day I think I might have to extend my motor leads or something? Anybody else do that? Let me know if you're out there and you save your motor leads too. Like, I can't throw away good wire. Okay, got flux paste on all those. Yeah, Joe, only the silicone, of course. Plastic crap gets replaced or put in the trash, exactly. Okay, working on motor number, let's see, this would be what, number 3? Sorry, I'm not too talkative, guys. Takes a little bit of concentration to look past my microphone and hit this soldering. What's up, Mindless in the house? Mindless, my man. Long time no see. Good to see you, brother, for sure. Life is short. Don't use silicone wire. That'd make a good t-shirt, for sure. Give a special shout out to Mindless, longtime viewer, good friend, good guy. Check out his reviews. He's always flying the newest, the best, so make sure you check that out. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff if you guys haven't done that yet. Make sure you subscribe to the TBS Live YouTube channel, too. It's a brand new channel just for these live streams, and it's Team Black Sheep Live on YouTube. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do. There's Velocidrone streams, we've got build streams, we've got trick streams, product information, all kinds of stuff. If you want to keep your pulse on TBS, that is the place to do it for sure. Alright, so I've got the second motor at least wired in on the motor side. Go ahead and get the flight controller side wired up. Good afternoon for you, huh, brother? Where you must be over in the UK? It is, let's see, 10:40 a.m. here. Dubstep mouth.
Like a Hellcat.
Tin up our pads. You know, it says he just jumped off the Canadian Drone Hub stream. Nothing wrong with a little sub for sub action. Okay. Got our positive and our negative for the second ESC hooked up there. Yo, Gov, I appreciate that. I'm sure JC is looking down on you and wishing you luck in every build you do, brother. Miss that guy. I know we all do. Okay. All right. Now we've got our signal positive and negative lead also wired up there. Tip for anyone looking for 7-inch, 8-inch, or 10-inch acro quads, MC's Creation says look at 909's FPV channel, or 909 FPV. So if you're looking to build a bigger rig, maybe check that out. Appreciate that tip, MC, really much. Noid says cold weather's got to go. We're just starting to get our cold weather here, Noid. I'm super frustrated about that. I cannot stand cold weather myself. Let's see. Who are you guys talking about the channel going live a lot, huh? Have to check that out. What's up, Bot Grinder? We got a wild Bot Grinder checking out the stream. Brother, I'm up building, my man, so I figured why not go live and hang out, say hello to some folks, yourself included. Welcome. A wild Bot Grinder has appeared in his natural habitat. Let's go on to to our next ESC. And what I'll probably just do on today's stream, guys, is just get the first 4 ESCs wired up to the flight controller. And then I'll probably save some of this build for them, possibly for either later in the day or for next stream. I'm not sure yet. This is a quad that may end up being mine, or I might sell it. I'm not really 100% sure yet. So. I've got a broken arm on one of my quads, so I'm itching for a new quad because God forbid you just replace the arm, right? Gotta order it and wait on it and all that stuff. Just build a new one. I'm actually really looking forward. Yeah, I know they're stupid good match in that cage, right? That chrome. Yeah, that's my kind of tunes right there. What connector do you need to replace, MC? Talking about like an actual connector or just like your XT60? XT60, not the end of the world. If you're going to try to replace like a pin header connector on a flight controller, that's a little different. Oh man, VTX 6-pin connector, really tiny. Woo! Good luck with that. Take your time on that, my friend. Don't drink too much coffee so you're not shaky that day. Best advice I can give you for working on real small stuff is just kind of, you know, make sure you're in a really calm and a good place of mind before you start messing with it. Because if you go into trying to replace something really small with nerves worked up, or you know, you're in a bad mood, it's going to severely affect your ability to focus and concentrate. So I would say make sure you're super calm when you go to do that replacement. No, it's not the best advice in the world, but it's about all I can say. That's funny. Noid says he loves depinning and repinning. See, it's the beauty of this hobby. They got people that can't stand one thing, there's somebody else that loves it, and somebody else hates this thing, but somebody else loves that. I don't know. I love that part about it. Like, some people don't like to build. Me personally, I'm absolutely in love with the build process. I'm in love with flight too, but I'm also, you know, the build is just great. Silver top, man, Acro's waiting on you whenever you're ready. Tons of people here will give you good advice as well. Okay. Tin up these wires here, guys. Give me just a moment. Now tin up the pads. Alright. The motor hooked up there. This is the front of the quad, so I'm going to leave a little bit of an extra slack on that because we've got that front cage that's going to come back there, so I want to make sure I've got enough slack to get back behind that cage. Yeah, Dennis, I find that when you're soldering these individual ESCs on the arms, if you go ahead and zip tie them down before you solder to them, it prevents it from moving around on you a lot. And you can always go back and clip off that, you know, clip that off and change it up if you need to, so. Neon, that's true. You get too many going. It is tough sometimes to figure out which one you want to fly. And I've been trying to pull the steel method and fly the same quad over and over to get better. And that has been working for me. So I will suggest that to anybody out there. If you feel like you're struggling and improving, build you one or two of the exact same quad and just religiously fly it. I promise you, if you spend some real time with a quad and you really dial in your rates and really get to know how that quad flies, your skill level is going to improve exponentially quicker than if you're skipping around to all different styles of quads or different, you know, X versus squashed X or whatever. So definitely, if you feel like you either need to learn or you're not flying like you want to, try sticking with the same quad for a few sessions and see how much of a difference that makes. For me, it makes a huge difference. Ah, clothespins to hold them down while soldering. Not a bad idea at all. Interesting. Change of scenery is not a bad idea either, Noid. You can get bored with a spot. I'm a little bored with one of my local spots. I haven't found great lines on it yet, so I'm still going back and I'm still trying to continue to find these lines in this spot. But the spot itself has gotten a little boring for me, and that does affect, you know, just your mental state when you're flying. If you're not interested, you're probably not going to be pushing yourself, so keep that in mind. Maybe switch your spot up. You can always come back to a spot later on. Okay, got those pads. A little bit of flux here. I'm just going to go ahead and tin these pads all the way across on the flight controller. Okay. Another quick tip, guys, when you're soldering wires and you know you're going to be in a place where, like you've got, for instance, in this case, the camera cage, as soon as you get your soldered connections made, you can actually push your wiring back, and there's going to be a little bit of a solder that's flowing down into the wire, into the silicone, and it'll actually hold that shape. So as soon as you get your soldering in your position right, push your wires where you want them to go, and then let them cool off, and they'll hold that position. Most of y'all probably know that, but just in case. Yogev, I may work on a Helio build sometime soon. I do believe I've still got a Helio flight controller set back to do one. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to try to help you answer any questions I can for you on it. I have done a couple in the past. Okay. Positive and negative for that ESC connected. Push the wires over. Let's see. Just jump to random spots to rip. Yeah, guys, it's never a bad idea to try switching up your spots and keeping that fresh. Neon X's FU mode is amazing. Whoa. John Hart, I'm doing pretty good, brother. I can't complain. I've been having some car trouble lately. I replaced my battery. I thought battery was bad in my car, and it got stuck on the side of the road. So I put a new battery in it, and that worked for a couple days, and then it turned out it was the alternator. So I replaced the alternator. That worked pretty good for a couple days, and then now it won't start again. So I'm thinking the starter may be the issue. Not 100% sure. I'm not the best mechanic in the world. Pretty good at troubleshooting the stuff, but not so much great at the hands-on mechanical side of vehicles. So yeah, I'm a little paranoid to try to do a starter replacement, but I've ordered the parts and they should be here sometime this week, so we'll see. Hopefully I can get my truck back on the road. Be YouTube University, you know, just like everything else. Neon, I always hook up an ESC ground, especially if the ESCs come with it. I know a lot of, I don't think it's necessary anymore per se, especially with D-Shot and that sort of thing, but I always hook them up. It's just, I guess I'm a creature of habit. If something has a ground on it, I'm going to hook it up. It gives it a good baseline reference point, so. Get this last ESC going today, guys, and we'll be done for the day at least. Yeah, it's still going on, John. It's kind of been an off and on problem where we fixed it and then something else crapped out. I don't know if the truck is just at the point where it's ready to give it up, and it's, you know, I may replace the starter and it be something else. I don't know. I think that's probably going to be the last thing I replace on it, so it's going to be the last chance it's got for living any more life for me, anyway. Been a good truck, though. I don't have a lot of money in it. And it runs really well when it will start. And it's paid for. And if you're out there in bill world, and paid for is a good thing, so try to keep the paid for vehicles running if we can. No, Dennis, it's doing like a weird clicky thing, and you can tell the starter's Bendix or whatever isn't coming out or something. Like it'll want to turn over once about every 10 starts, but there's no consistency to it, and it definitely sounds like the starter is not engaging, not turning the motor over. If it was turning over, I would be looking more towards a spark or a fuel problem, but Now the problem is it won't turn over. It's got power. I had the battery tested and checked and all that good stuff, so all that side of things are good. About all that's left is the starter relay. And I've already replaced the relay. Unfortunately, that didn't fix it. Yeah, solenoid, Dennis. The new starter I ordered has this new solenoid on it, so. And replace the solenoid and the starter all at once. It doesn't do like a lot of clicking do for it. Does one click. It's like click. It's not doing that like click, 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 click thing. You probably know what I'm talking about. No, I've not really had it on diagnostic. It's an old truck, and I can't get it down to the parts store to get it on a diagnostic. I'm just one of those people that I'll drive something until the wheels fall off. I'm the same way with my quads. I'll fly them until they just will not fly anymore.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in.
Light hammer. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Noid. That Bendix thing or whatever that is. I've tried the light hammer. And ironically, I have been able to get the truck to start by tapping on some stuff with a hammer. So I think that there's actually some faith to that. That's exactly, Joe. And I think you're exactly right, because if I try to turn it over too many times, I start smelling something funky, and I think it's pulling too much amperage, and it's wanting to burn up the starter even further. Man, I'm digging this music on this new no copyright thing I found today. Let me know, guys, if you prefer the music or, you know, if you don't. Dufour, I'm sorry to hear your buddy Charlie's a douchebag. There you go. How's that? Yeah, I'm thinking it's the starter. I'm hoping it's the starter at this point. If it's not, I'm not messing with it anymore. Couldn't be something, you know, wiring or something I could actually have no problem with. It's got to be something that's going to give me a pain, right? Ah, nothing quite like the smell of burning flux in the morning. Alright, guys, get this last ESC wired up here. All right. Flawless victory. Yeah, I wish. Appreciate all you guys coming and hanging out with me while I mess with this here quad. Always nice to have some company when you're working. No, no test hover next to the wife's face. I know better than that. That's for sure. Well, that was a pretty solid joint. Another weird thing. Am I the only person that like gets off when you make a weird, a nice, pretty solder joint? It's like you're just super happy. Joe, honestly, I've got the Quad House Discord, but I'm not a huge Discord person. I wish I could like get into a Discord more, but I don't know. I have nothing against it. It reminds me of old AOL or something. With that being said, I'll gladly send you an invite. Up these wires here. And boom, there we go. 4 ESCs wired up to the flight controller. Just what we needed. Yeah, no doubt, Joe. Again, I have nothing against Discord. It just seems like everybody and their brother is starting one, and I don't know how to keep up with it all. It's almost like we need a master Discord for all the different Discords or whatever. So, I don't know how else to say this. I'll just say it. I seem like it kind of fragments the community to a degree, and I personally am not. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I didn't like how it seemed to kind of fragment out the community some. So obviously, it's great to be able to get in touch with the people that you like to watch and all that good stuff, but it just some of the Discords get a little clicky for my personal taste. So. Too many platforms to keep track of. I'm telling you, bro. What's up, Dragoneers? Makes every stream. This guy right here, Dragoneers. If you are watching a live stream, you probably are watching with Dragoneers. What's up, brother? How are you? Do4 says he doesn't even game and he has like 12 servers. Wow. Yeah, it's all about prettiness. I don't know. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but the solder joints are pretty. If I can get it to focus here for you. You can see them shine. But yeah, good little stream there for almost an hour today, guys. A little bit longer than normal. What's up, Double A? How are you? Good to see you. I just finished wiring up the ESCs and motors on this here build, and I think I'm going to save the rest of it for the next stream since we're already an hour in here. So I think we're going to call it a day. Give a quick shouts to the chat real quick if you guys will bear with me just a second here. Let's see. We got RD, Noid, Double A, Dragoneers. Let's see who else we got in here. I know I saw Joe Stan, Do4. Got, I know Ryan, I gave you a shout already. Nerdcopter. Let's see, who else? John Hart, what's good, brother? Soldering is my weakness. It's mine too. I'm like anal as crap, and I'll go back and redo them like 50 times if I have to. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, on that note, I think I'm going to call this stream a day. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Sorry I wasn't able to get the chat working. I'll work on that on the back end, and we'll get that straightened out, I'm sure, me and Trappy. But I hope everybody has a good day. It's Tuesday, so go out there, crush it at work, and look forward to the packs you get to fly today when you get off, or maybe this weekend. Look forward to the build. Look forward to FPV. All I can tell you is, when you're ready, FPV will be there, so go crush your job and just, you know, think about that flying you can do later, alright? I'm Random FPV for Team Black Sheep. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the thumbs up, all that good stuff. And we thank you all for tuning in, alright? Have a great day, guys. Random FPV, I'm out.